Hello, my name is Gabby, and I'm going to go ahead and take you through a really nice, quick posture workout. We'll start today by just taking a few big, deep breaths in. As you do, think about sitting a little bit taller on each exhale, and then doing the same for the inhale. So using the force of your breath to actually really make yourself grow taller and longer. You can imagine one long line growing out from your sit bones all the way through the top of your head. Another deep breath here. And as you do, you can think about rolling your shoulders down and back, out and away, and just sitting nice and tall. Okay, let's get into our workout. We're going to start with something that I like to call the spinal stretch. If you have flexible hamstrings, go ahead and have your legs flat on the mat, but I do not, so you can keep them bent if you like. You're going to roll yourself forward as if you're rolling over a big ball, and then you're going to kind of pull and scoop yourself up and come all the way up to sitting. We're going to do this one more time. Actually, we're going to do a few times, but this time, go ahead and think about having a big ball that you're coming over. Your hands are behind the nape of your neck, and you're going to kind of pull and scoop and really extend. You should really be feeling that, especially in your lower spine. I feel this one in a big way. Adjust if you need to. We're going to do this a few more times because it is so great for your spine. It is so great for kind of just lengthening you out. And pull and lift. Excellent. Deep breath. Gonna go over a nice big ball again here, and then you're gonna really extend through the crown of your head, lifting, and then come all the way up to nice tall seat. Let's do two more. I imagine you're already feeling this. This is a really different kind of stretch, so let's go ahead and really make sure you're thinking about lifting yourself, lengthening the whole time through. And one last one. Come over a big beach ball. Imagine that. And then you're going to go ahead and lengthen the top of your head all the way up and then come back to seated. Perfect. Okay. On to our next move. This one is called the saw. You're going to keep your legs in a similar position. Again, I keep mine bent because I have pretty inflexible hamstrings. And you're just going to imagine as if you're sawing off. You're going to twist to one side and kind of imagine sawing off the pinky toe of your left foot here. And then doing the same onto the right. So we twist and kind of bend forward, reach, reach, reach. Out through the top of your fingers and your back fingers as well. Twist and stretch. Sit up nice and tall. Let's do that again. You should really be feeling an excellent stretch here in your spine. Again, all the way through, lengthening. Can roll those shoulders back, and let's go one more time. Amazing. Okay, so we're gonna come onto our stomachs now for Swan prep. With Swan prep, if you are into yoga, it is gonna look a whole lot like Cobra. So put your hands just kind of by your pectoral muscles. And you're going to go ahead and lift yourself up. But as you're doing so, really think about lengthening out the top of your head again. You're trying to become longer, and then just let yourself go back down. We'll do this a few more times. You can really ground in your toes. Make sure they're grounded into the mat. And you can come back down. We're going to lift again and hold it there just a few seconds. Engaging your core, and we bring it down. Let's lift up again together. This time again, thinking about really lengthening that spine, and then we're going to come back down. Nice deep big breath. Up we go. Let's hold it for a moment. Try and get a little bit higher this time if you can. Breathe. Nice big breath, and we come back down. Awesome. You can go into a nice little child's pose really quickly. Kind of wiggle about if that feels good for you. Excellent. A few deep breaths here. I take nice deep breaths. And we're going to go into our next exercise. Come back, laying onto your stomach again. Your feet will be again grounded into the mat. And we're going to go ahead and go for a full swan. So you're going to place your forehead into your hands, and you're going to lift your hands that are stuck onto your forehead up off the mat. Hold it. You should be really feeling this, and lower down. So we have our head in a rested position, and then we're going to lift our head and our arms, which are kind of stuck to our forehead, all the way up off the mat. Hold it. Think about lengthening again through your toes, but also through your head, and all the way back down. Nice deep breath here, and we're going to lift up again. Hold for your swan. This is building serious back strength here, and come down. Deep breaths, and up we go. Hold it here, and down we come back down. Deep breaths, and up we go. You can turn to one side. We're going to turn to the other side. Look over there. Should feel a nice stretch, and then we'll come back down. Excellent. Okay. Here we can go ahead and take another child's pose. We've already done a lot of work for our back. I imagine you're feeling it by now, because I definitely was feeling it. Come back onto your stomach, because we're not quite done yet, but we're getting close. Your arms are going to go back, and this time you're just going to lift your chest up off the mat, and you're going to lift your arms back as well. This is a really nice back extension, and you come back down. We're going to do this work a few more times, continuing to build that back strength. Excellent. Really keep your shoulders back here, and then we'll lower back down to the ground. Going to stretch and lengthen to go up. Your hands are up off the mat as well, and bring it all the way back down. Stretch and lengthen. Come up off the mat, lift that chest, and we come back down again. Make sure you're breathing throughout, deep breaths throughout. Let the breath help you with your movement. And we're going to come up and hold this. Think about grounding into your feet again, and we'll bring it back down. And we can go on to our next move, which is swimming. I really enjoy this in Pilates. It's such a great one. We'll start with just lifting one leg and one arm off the mat, doing the same for the other side. We'll do it one more time, and as you're doing it this time, really think about lengthening both your leg and your arm out in front of you. You don't have to worry about lifting it so much, but really think about as if someone was pulling your foot and your hand kind of in opposite directions. This time we're going to lift up on both your arms and your legs, and you're just going to kick or paddle as if you were swimming. Take deep breaths here. This is a really active workout. Keep breathing and swimming and swimming. Just keep swimming. You've got it. This is awesome. Deep breaths here. Just a few more kicks. Let's go. Nice big breath. Nice big breath. We hold it and lower. Awesome. That was wonderful. You can come back into a nice little child's pose here if you like. You can kind of wiggle your lower back a bit. I know that's something I really like to do, especially after we've been doing some work on our back. So let's take a few well-deserved deep breaths here. And we're gonna come up and we're gonna go ahead and do kind of like a cat and cow stretch. If you, again, have done yoga, you should be kind of familiar with some of this. So nice deep stretch here, and then you're gonna round your back. Arch here as if you're a cat who's very scared. Arch, arch, arch. And we're gonna round again. That should feel amazing on your lower back. And as you round, it should actually feel wonderful on your back too. So let's keep this going a few more times. Okay, yes, and really push out through your palms. A nice big round. Okay, we're gonna come back just to a nice neutral position. Lift your right arm in front of you. Then we're gonna lift the left directly in front of you as if you're stretching it out far in front of you. We'll do the same thing again. Make sure you're feeling nice and stable as you do, and imagine lengthening that arm in front. This time we're going to go ahead and do it with the left leg. Lengthen that behind you, and we'll do it the same on the right. Lengthen it out nice and long. Perfect. Okay, we're going to do the same. A nice long leg, and then on the right hand side as well. Perfect. Okay, you can wiggle that lower back as I'm doing if you feel the need to, and you're gonna lift the leg, the left arm and right leg, so diagonal, and we'll do the same on the other side. As you're doing that, again, think more about lengthening instead of lifting. Really think about kind of stretching those two in opposite angles. Perfect. All right, let's do this again. Should feel a nice stretch here. And we'll go ahead and do the other side. Excellent. We're going to bring that back down now in a sec. Perfect. Oh, very good. All right, we've only got a little bit left here. This one I like to call the reverse plank. So what you're going to do is position yourself kind of in the center of your mat, and then you're going to lift your whole body up, and this should give you a great stretch really out through the front of your body and for your back. And then we're going to come back down, and you're going to go ahead and stretch forward, lift your arms, and do a nice big kind of pull forward. Deep breath here. And you're going to do the same thing a few more times. So let's come all the way up to your nice reverse plank, pushing out your palms, pushing out the soles of your feet, lifting, and then we're going to lower and stretch forward. That stretch forward should feel amazing right now. Just reach towards your toes. And we're going to come back into that reverse plank, lifting your body up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Then we're going to lower back down and give it a nice big stretch forward again. Overhead and round over. This should feel really, really great on your spine every time you're rounding there. All right, let's come over into a quick child's pose, and then we'll have just about finished with this entire workout. I hope that your back is feeling really good. I know mine for sure was. This is great work that we don't always do for our spine, but it's so important. Come back to seated, and you're just going to lift your arm and kind of come over to one side for a nice long stretch on the side of your body. Deep breath. We'll do the same on the other side. You should feel a nice long arc through that whole side of your body. Now we're going to reach all the way up towards the sky, all around. Bring your fingertips towards the ground. And that's it. You're done. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was such a pleasure getting to work out with you. I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.